Well, hey there, it's Jen.
And Elke, welcome to the Jen and Elke Show, where we talk about the Zazzle platform, which has been the best platform for us to have our online business on for years and years and years. And what we loved about Zazzle, even at the beginning, was that they're always improving and they're always helping the designers who are the sellers on the platform be more effective at creating amazing, unique indie designs. And that's what we're going to work on with our tip of the week for this week is talk to you about the new font search engine in the design tool on Zazzle, which is phenomenal. We really like it. I mean, there's a couple of things that could improve, but let's just have a look and see. And this is going to really help you too.
All right, so I'm on Zazzle.com and I just popped up a blank iPhone case for the purpose of this video. And that can be found in the Create Your Own and go to Create Your Own. And you can find and sift through all of Zazzle's over 1,500 design styles and product types for the products. And so I'm just going to go and add to my design here.
Log in. Right?
Once you're logged in, you have to be logged in, right? Don't forget to log in and have your account profile picture showing up. So here I'm just going to put in my name for the example here. And you can see that now when we click on the fonts, it's quite cool. This menu is still popped up on the side, but it's actually expanded. So it's larger, more width. And now we can do, decorative and novel. All of these were what they already had as the drop-down menu before, but now it's actually on the top. So you have to go through and scroll, and then you can click on this, and then you have your search results here, which is kind of neat. I have yet to, how do we get out of that? That's what I'm thinking. I guess you have to X out of it, and then it goes back to the original sort of menu here. And this is popular, which is kind of cool. So obviously Zazzle is helping you see what the popular fonts are. You can go to all of them.
If you've used a couple along the way, it'll actually show you recent ones too.
Yeah, recently ones. And then what's really neat is that you can finally search for things. So I know that there's one called Beerwhip, and so you can just click on that, and then all of a sudden your font changes. So that's really neat. It's very helpful, especially if you know what your font that you're using, because before you had to literally like scroll through all of them. I still do enjoy scrolling through all of them because then you get the preview of what they look like. But in the meantime, now you're able to search for any of the script fonts and everything. Let's just do a test here. Let's say retro. No, it doesn't give you the themes. You'll have to actually search for the proper title of the font.
Put in like the first letters, like the A and then C, and see what comes up. Yeah, so at least there, it's giving you I don't know why it's bringing up all the B.
Well,
results.
because it's black, so AC is literally, yeah.
So, but you do get, like before, as John said, that was the difficult part because we never used any of the fonts that were in the lower part of the alphabet because it took too long to scroll through those. But now you can get more like access much quicker, which is awesome.
Yeah. So have fun playing around with that. It's going to be very helpful with saving time, especially if you remember what fonts you were using or the font list. I know that there is always the recently used one, and I like that it's actually kept the results from previous products that I've been working on, because sometimes I've realized that it doesn't actually have them unless I've been working on that product and using that font. So that's kind of nice. But yeah, to go and search for some fonts, and then now you can save some time designing your designs and not having to scroll through all of the font list.
Yeah. And just as a side note, but maybe people are asking, is there were a lot of fonts there. So yes, they keep adding more and more fonts, which is really cool. Mm-hmm. And all of those fonts, they have paid the license for. I know that there was this issue with the Blooming Elegant font, but it's really important to know that Zazzle pays, if they're not free for everyone to use, the ones that they need to buy the commercial license for, they have, and those ones in that drop-down menu are available to all of us as designers without us having to pay for those. Isn't that awesome? Mm-hmm. If you were doing this and selling on Etsy, and one of these was a commercially available font, but you needed to pay a license for, you'd have to pay like sometimes $50 to $100 just to get the license for a limited run. And here there is no issue with licenses and dealing with all that. You can just use the fonts as is, which is awesome. And so give Zazzle a try if this has just piqued your interest, or if you are on Zazzle and you just haven't used more than Beer Dip, because that's not a good one to use these days. It's kind of getting old, but like if people use it in a creative way, it'll still work. But there's so many more that are so awesome. Give those other ones a try and expand your reach in terms of how you design on Zazzle with all these lovely fonts.
And if you want to learn more about designing on Zazzle, we would love to welcome you into our Design Divas membership. It's a membership where we meet twice a month, and you get to come to the meetings and provide a link to one of your Zazzle products that you want a critique on, and I will critique it, and we give you advice on how you can change it, make it better, and you can use all of my feedback and post that product for sale with all the changes. And we would love to have you be part of that community, especially if you want some support and be with like-minded people and learn all about design and how you can make your designs better and more intentional. So the link is in the description below to join the membership, and we would love to have you in our community. Thank you.
Yeah, and it's the only one of its kind. And what makes it even more special is that you get access to Jen, who's like, I don't know, you have like the Midas touch when it comes to designing on Zazzle. So yeah, any design that Jen helps you with, yeah, give it a shot and see what you think. But it's also a really fun place to just be as a community and just practice designing, because that is the key to success, is your ability to design so that you end up with what's called the intentional product. We've coined that phrase for the Zazzle product because it just meets all the requirements that makes it just like so good that you go like, ooh, I want to have that. And that's how Zazzle sellers become bestsellers.
Yes. So thank you so much for watching. Make sure you click that link, join our membership, and we will see you there. Bye.